Dear students, thank you very much. First of all, I congratulate all of you so that you have passed your high school examination and now you have admitted in 11th class in RNSP Inter College, Mirapatti, Prayagraj. As you know, today our country is suffering from corona epidemics. This disease has killed so many peoples and a lot of people are suffering from this disease. So our government has closed the schools and colleges till 31 August. Due to this reason, our school administration had decided to teach the students through online classes. In this connection, I want to teach you tomorrow through online classes the first lesson of the English prose of 11th class. The first lesson of the 11th class is my struggle for an education. And the writer of this lesson is Booker T. Washington. Before teaching the lesson, I want to teach you about the writer. The writer of this lesson, Booker T. Washington, was a great educationist of the United States of America. He was born in a very poor family of Negro. At the age of 9 years, he began to work in a salt furnace, and after that in a coal mine. As I tell you that he was very poor family, he related to a very poor family, but he was a man of iron will. He had great liking for education. He struggled to be educated through his whole times. And on account of his struggle, he became a social reformer, educationalist, and great leader of Negro. As you know, he worked in a coal mine. While he was working in a coal mine, he had two miners talking about a school which name was Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute in Virginia. He was very fond of teaching. He was very fond of take education in that institution. When the two miners were talking, he heard very attentively their talkings, and hearing their talks, he determined to take the admission in that institution. Since he was very poor, his economic condition was not good. Still, he had a great desire to take admission in that Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute. For his desire, he asked to her mother. His mother was not ready to allow her because she was suffering from disease those days. Her health was not good. On account of her poor health, she consented his desire and allowed him to go to Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute. At that time, he had not enough money for journey, so his brother John helped him to go to that institution. When the writer started his journey for that institution, he had very few money with him. He had a little bag in which he had put his clothing and other things. The Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute was near about 500 miles away from कहाँ से है यार, भूल रहा हूँ एक चीज, साले को भूल गया। देखा एक चीज ये भूल गया, गलत हो जाएगा क्या? फ्रॉम द रेजिडेंस ऑफ द राइटर, he has a iron will for his journey. He was totally unaware about the ways of the Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute. The city was totally unknown. He started his journey on foot and by begging lift to wagon or car. After a few days, the writer was succeeded to reach in Richmond, the city of Virginia. The Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute was 82 miles away from the Richmond. When the writer reached Richmond, he was totally exhausted. He was hungry and his clothes were totally dirty. Now, he was so exhausted that he could not walk. So, he decided to take rest in that city. Since he had no sufficient money so that he may take lodge or hotels, he tried to spend his night in the hotels and lodge, but he has no sufficient money, so he decided to spend the night in the open. Thus, the writer slept near the side of the road. When the writer was slept beside the road, the people went through the way, and their footsteps the writer heard through night. The next day, when the writer arose, he saw the surroundings. He saw that he was near a ship, and the ship was loaded by the iron, and some laborers were unloading the ship. The writer was very hungry. He had no sufficient money, as you know. He wanted food, so he tried to work in that ship. For this purpose, he went near the captain of the ship and requested him to allow him to unload the ship. The captain of the ship was very kind-hearted man. He allowed the writer to unload the ship. When the writer was permitted, he became very happy, and he continued to unload the ship with other laborers. And he got some money. With those money, he bought foods, breakfast, and this breakfast was the best breakfast of his life. After that, the captain of the ship was so pleased for his work that he allowed the writer to continue his work for some days. At some salary. Thus, the writer continued to working in that ship, and when he had sufficient money for his journey, he left the ship and started for Hampton. After great struggle, the writer was succeeded to reach the Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute. When the writer reached in the institution, he saw the grand building of 3 stories. The school building was so grand that the writer was attracted by the school building. It seems for the writer the greatest place on earth, and it was like the heaven on earth. He had a great desire to take admission in that institution. As soon as the writer reached in that institution, he presented himself before the head of the institution. First of all, the writer could not impress the head of the institution because he was so dirty, he was hungry, and he was very tired. So he could not impress the head of the institutions. But he did not lose his patience. He waited the decision of the head of the institutions, and he saw that the head of the institutions allowed other students for the admission, but she did not rejected the admission of the writer, and nor she allowed his admission. After some time, the head of the institution was Yanki madam. He said to the writer that the nearest room is the music hall and it needed sweeping. So left the broom and sweep the music hall. Sweep the music hall. The writer was very much pleased to hear the order of the head teachers. He swept the rooms and all the furnitures of the music hall, and after that he took a dusting cloth and rubbed all the stools, benches, furnitures of the music hall. In this way, after sweeping and dusting all the music hall and furnitures of the music hall, the writer reported to the head teachers of the institution. The head of the institution came and inspected the music hall thoroughly. The head teacher rubbed her handkerchief on the desks and the tables, but she could not find a bit of the dust